people, what is this, Coffee Talk 10? Okay, we rocking and rolling. All right, we doing this thing. A couple of things before we get started. I did a vlog video on my July 4th weekend, so if you could check that out. I also checked out a good video by a YouTube beauty guru, I can't ever say that word, guru. Her name is Missy Lynn. She did a video talking about all the different topics and stuff that's kind of going on YouTube. It's really good, so I would say check that out, and I'll link both videos below. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. So yesterday, minding my own business on Twitter, I see that Meek Mill has went on a rant. All right. So apparently he is angry at Wale. Here's the situation. Meek Mill has an album coming out that I know nothing about because I don't check for Meek Mill in any kind of way, honestly. But so he has an album coming out, and so he went on his Twitter rant about how Wale didn't post anything on his social media about his album. He had like a whole bunch of crap to say that just was not nice. He wrote, "I don't really want no suckers in arm's reach of me. My hands might lose control. That's how I'm rocking. Everybody can see it. None of y'all dudes don't text me nothing. It is what it is. Wale just ain't gonna tweet a thing about my album. He's been hating on me a long time now. Don't even text me. I don't need no support. It's about a lot of these dudes really be hating behind closed doors. All these rap guys that's on the rap scene, all these guys that's on the rap scene, no." So on and so forth. Before I get to Wale and his response, here's the thing. These two back in 2011, apparently Meek Mill was doing an interview on a red carpet and Wale kind of playfully interrupted. Alright, so there was supposed to be some like reported beef because of that, but they said no, you know, and they've done like a couple songs together, and I thought I heard something about like they were going to do a mixtape together, but I don't know, I don't think that ever happened. Here's the thing, before we get to Wale. So what? So what that he didn't post anything about your album? And in fact, he did post something like about, I think it was the single, I'm not sure if it was the album, but he did post something about Meek Mill almost 2 months ago in his project. But besides that, so what? So if he corny and he be really hating from the sideline and everybody behind closed doors know all this, what does it matter? Like, what does it matter that he posts about your project? Like, what does it matter? If he whack like you say he is, then what does it matter? It shouldn't matter. Like, you shouldn't even really be checking for what he's doing for you. Why? Because y'all on the same album label, or not same album, but same label. Like, what does it matter? So what? You don't like him? Apparently you don't like him, so why should he be tweeting for you? And you think that Wale don't feel the tension? That's I don't even understand. Like, rappers are so emotional. Everybody always gets on Drake, but this is the type of stuff that's going on. Like, what does it matter? If this was Gunplay or if this was somebody else, would you have the same problem? Probably not, because Gunplay is a little crazy, but anybody else is on MMG? Tidra Moses? If Tidra Moses didn't post about your project, would you be upset? Like, I just don't even think that this matters. This is so stupid. This is just so stupid to me. I don't know anything about Meek Mill. So he might really be well within his boundaries to do so, to like kind of get mad, but on the outside looking in, it just seems so stupid. Like, all right, so Mr. Wale, who is Mr. Emotion, his reaction actually surprised me. So he was basically like, you know, I wrote something about this 7 weeks ago, but it's okay. I was going to post something about it when it was going to be closer to the time that it was going to be actually released. He was like, you know, I get it. I don't fit into the MMG mold. I play Legends of Zelda. This was his response. I play Legends of Zelda, and I mess with chicks that, you know, teach yoga and paint. I'm into the sneaker culture. All I do is just you know, collect shoes and watch Sports Center and do all those kind of things. I tweet people or I text people on Father's Day and I don't get no response. I laugh it off. It's really cool though. And I'm very proud of Wale, because Wale will fly off the handle in a second. So I feel like, just knowing what I know about this, I don't know anything about anything else. I'm glad Wale took that stance, because to me it could have went way left. And I just feel Apollo Nida dear old Apollo, Phaedra Park's husband, Pothang was convicted yesterday for I think it was for federal, he had federal bank charges or bank fraud charges. It don't really matter. In any regard, he got sentenced to 8 years in federal prison. Now, he was arrested, I think, back in February for kind of creating fake companies and stealing millions of dollars from people. Like, you know, whatever. It was some kind of scheme, which ironically, that's why he was in jail before. Like, he did the same type of kind of federal kind of, it was a kind of a scheme similar to this. Here's the thing. Apollo is a hardened criminal. I don't feel like he can function on the outside. He is no different to me than the cutie, the fine felon, that dude, Jeremy Meeks. He's no different from that guy. How is he any different? He's just, I don't know. I mean, and to me, it's like Phaedra had to know something was going on. And I say this because if you remember, whatever season Phaedra joined Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm not sure, or I'm not even sure that this took place in the same season. She was trying a case for a guy who got busted for selling weed or smoking weed or something like that. And remember, she took the drug money. He opened the car. The car was full of smoke, right? And she took the drug money from this dope boy on camera. 1. 2, Phaedra don't never win none of her cases. Never. Like, I have never seen a case that Phaedra has won. She lost for Sheree Whitfield, and she lost for Candy. So it's like, maybe, I don't know if she was Apollo's lawyer, but it doesn't really matter. He is a hardened criminal, period. He's just a criminal. And so now Phaedra has a way that she always kind of blow off everything that happens. There is no way that she can blow this off. You are married to a hardened criminal, and not only that, now you are a single mom of 2 kids, 2 little ones. Like, this is stupid. So to me, she had to know what was going on. I don't know that if she thought he would get caught, and if she didn't know, I don't know how. I can't even like accept that she didn't know. Anyway, he will have another hearing on July 17th to kind of, they're going to decide how much restitution that he's going to pay pay his victims. After he completes his 8 years, he still has to do 5. It says he must serve 5 years under parole supervision. Like, he is a criminal, like a legit criminal. I don't even know, y'all. The Guardian, which is the one of the papers in the UK, posted the first sales numbers for Robin Thicke's album. Now, I did a review on Robin Thicke's album. I will link it below. I thought the album was pretty decent. Apparently, I might be the only one, because in the UK, Robin Thicke's album only sold 530 copies. I don't even know that it was 530. I feel like it was like 526. It doesn't matter. Like, that's horrible. My non-existent album sold more copies than that. That's crazy. It's just something. And here's the thing. It's just something. So this has been a hard year. You lose your wife, your partner. They've been together, I think, like 13 years. I think they've been married for 8 or something like that. You know, that was a big scandal. He said in a radio interview that he hadn't seen her for 4 months. So, and then there was in promotion of the album, him and VH1 did like this kind of Twitter, like just ass thick, and the hashtag was ass thick, and that went left. People went in, they were just asking questions about like his cheating and blah blah blah, and he stayed with it. But I just feel like as a PR person, as a former PR person, that's not anything that I would advise. Here's the thing with Robin Thicke, and I feel like your PR person has to know this, or there's a lack of research. It's something about Robin Thicke that doesn't connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't know who he is, or is that it? I don't know, but it's just something about him that just does not connect. It doesn't connect. You know, like, I have an attachment to, like, Usher. I have an attachment to Justin Timberlake. I have an attachment to, is that all the R&B singers? Okay, so we'll just use Justin and Usher. But I have an attachment to those people. Like, I kind of get a sense of who they are. It's something about Robin Thicke that just does not connect. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why that is. It's just something about, I don't know, it's just something about him. The first sales numbers for Robin Thicke in the US are projected to be about 20,000. I'm not sure if that's bad or good in today's climate. So yeah, I mean, damn, son. Lil Mo was performing, I'm not sure if that's true. Lil Mo was in New Orleans for the Essence Festival, which was this past weekend in New Orleans at the arena. Not New Orleans Arena, we'll call it. I'm not sure if that's true. Anyway, she was there in the VIP area, and she had to go to the bathroom, and she was going, but the New Orleans police told her to wait up a second, let Prince walk through, and then you'll be able to go to the bathroom. Alright, so Lil Mo, being Lil Mo, had a problem with this, and of course she took this to social media. She wrote, "Y'all have no idea how these celebs be acting, and I'm not even gonna bother they ass. I had to pee in real life. I was pushed in my stomach because somebody was coming through. I just want to sing and take care of my family. F all this extra unnecessary ass dog." And so then she wrote, she had the Kermit the Frog Mimi, and she said, but he didn't, what? But he didn't even hit all them damn notes. Prince, of course, you know, first of all, she was dragged from Prince fans. Prince even dragged her and wrote, but none of your clothes match. Here's the thing, and I'm not trying to be shady when I say this. Is Lil Mo relevant in real life? Like, is she relevant? I'm asking. I mean, I think she had an album. I'm not even sure if that's true. She had like a string of hits with like Fabulous, and Ja Rule, but that was like 10 years ago, more than maybe. So is she even really relevant? According to Lil Mo, here's the thing, Lil Mo act like she was Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just was like a super beast back in the day. I'm in my 30s, and the only song I can name from Lil Mo, and I bring up my age because she was popping 10 years ago. So 10 years ago I was in my 20s. So she was popping back then, and the only song that I can name from Lil Mo is Superwoman. Other than that, I can't name another Lil Mo song. So that begs the question, is she even relevant? I mean, she's relevant now because she's on R&B Divas LA, but is she relevant? I don't know. I mean, I know she had like a DC or Philly, I'm not even sure of the area, but she had a radio show. But is she relevant? Like, I just feel like she do the most, like the utmost. So I just feel like she's just kind of unnecessary. And she's talking about how like how all this stuff is like some unnecessary shit. Isn't her behavior to a certain extent unnecessary? Like, if you follow her on like Instagram and social media, like, she is posting about everything all the time. So it's just kind of like she is so unnecessary. Like, her behavior be so unnecessary and like super extra. I don't know, but that's just how I feel. It may not be, she may just really for real be popping, and I just don't know about it. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I just feel like she's unnecessary and she's kind of irrelevant. in the scheme of things. Be sure to check my vlog and also check Missy Lynn's video, which I'll link both of them below as I stated earlier. Going to New Orleans this weekend and we're gonna have some fun, so I will be doing some vlogging as well, so hopefully you will check those out also. See you guys later.